Hope Diamond. The Hope Diamond is one of the most famous gemstones in the world, a deep blue diamond believed to have originated in India, possibly mined from the Kollur mine. Its legend begins with stories that it was stolen from a sacred statue, placing a curse on anyone who possessed it. Over centuries, it passed through the hands of powerful figures, including French royalty like King Louis XIV. During the French Revolution, the diamond disappeared, only to resurface later in altered form. Owners reportedly faced misfortune, financial ruin, scandal, or death. The narrative intensified when wealthy socialite Evelyn Walsh McLean acquired it and suffered a series of personal tragedies. Eventually, jeweler Harry Winston donated the diamond to the Smithsonian Institution, where it remains today, its curse neutralized in a public setting rather than private ownership. Tutankhamun's tomb artifacts. The discovery of King Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922 by Howard Carter became one of archaeology's greatest moments, but it quickly gained a darker reputation. The tomb, nearly intact after thousands of years, contained treasures meant to accompany the young pharaoh into the afterlife. Soon after its opening, a series of deaths among those connected to the excavation fueled rumors of a pharaoh's curse. Lord Carnarvon, the expedition's financial backer, died suddenly from an infected mosquito bite, sparking global headlines. Others linked to the dig experienced unexplained illnesses or accidents. While many scholars dismiss the curse as coincidence or media exaggeration, the eerie sequence of events turned these artifacts into symbols of ancient vengeance and the dangers of disturbing sacred burial sites. The Dybbuk box. The Dybbuk box is a modern example of a supposedly cursed object originating from Jewish folklore about a Dybbuk, a restless spirit that inhabits the living. The box first gained attention in the early 2000s when it appeared on eBay with a chilling backstory. According to the seller, it had belonged to a Holocaust survivor and contained a malicious entity. Owners reported disturbing experiences, nightmares, shadowy figures, sudden illnesses, and a pervasive sense of dread. The box changed hands multiple times, with each new owner claiming worsening phenomena. Its reputation grew through online communities and media coverage, eventually inspiring horror films. While skeptics attribute the experiences to suggestion and psychological effects, the Dybbuk box remains one of the most widely discussed cursed objects in modern paranormal culture. The Annabelle doll. The Annabelle doll is perhaps the most famous haunted doll in modern lore. Unlike its terrifying portrayal in films, the real doll is a simple Raggedy Ann figure housed in a glass case. Its story began in the 1970s when a nursing student received it as a gift and soon noticed strange behavior. The doll reportedly moved on its own, appeared in different rooms, and left handwritten notes. Paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren concluded that the doll was manipulated by a malevolent spirit seeking to possess a human host. They took possession of Annabelle and placed it in their occult museum for containment. Visitors have since reported unsettling experiences, reinforcing the belief that the doll carries a dangerous presence that must be strictly controlled. The Bassano vase. The Bassano vase is an alleged cursed silver artifact said to originate from 15th century Italy. According to legend, it was crafted for a bride who died on her wedding night under mysterious circumstances, clutching the vase. The object was buried with her, only to be rediscovered centuries later. Each subsequent owner reportedly met an untimely death, often shortly after acquiring it. Fear surrounding the vase grew as it changed hands, with some accounts claiming that it was eventually sealed in a lead box and hidden away to prevent further tragedy. Though its existence is debated and lacks solid historical documentation, the story of the Bassano vase persists as a classic example of how folklore can transform an ordinary object into a symbol of doom. The Koh-i-Noor diamond. The Koh-i-Noor diamond is one of the largest and most famous diamonds in history, with origins in India and a long, turbulent past. It has passed through the hands of various rulers, often during periods of conquest and conflict. Legends claim that the diamond brings misfortune to any male owner, a belief supported by the violent histories of those who possessed it. Empires rose and fell as the diamond changed hands, including the Mughal and Sikh empires. When it was eventually acquired by the British Crown, the superstition persisted, leading to the tradition that only female members of the royal family wear it. Today, it is part of the British Crown jewels, its legacy shaped as much by its supposed curse as by its immense historical and cultural significance. The crying boy paintings became infamous in the 1980s in the United Kingdom after a series of house fires were linked to prints of the artwork. The paintings, depicting tearful children, were widely reproduced and hung in many homes. Firefighters and investigators noted a strange pattern. Homes would be destroyed by fire, yet the paintings often remained largely undamaged. This anomaly fueled fears that the artwork itself was cursed or somehow connected to the fires. Public panic grew, leading to mass burnings of the prints in attempts to rid homes of the supposed curse. While experts later suggested that the materials used in the prints may have made them more fire-resistant, the eerie coincidence cemented their place in modern folklore. The Black Orlov Diamond. The Black Orlov Diamond, also known as the Eye of Brahma, carries a legend rooted in sacrilege and retribution. It is said to have been stolen from a statue of the Hindu god Brahma in India, bringing a curse upon those who possessed it. Several early owners reportedly died under mysterious or tragic circumstances, including suicides that added to the diamond's dark reputation. In an effort to break the curse, the diamond was eventually cut into smaller pieces, a symbolic attempt to disrupt its power. Despite these efforts, the Black Orlov continues to be associated with misfortune. Its story blends cultural myth, historical intrigue, and the enduring human tendency to attribute meaning to unexplained tragedies. The Hands Resist Him painting. The painting, The Hands Resist Him, gained notoriety through an online auction listing that described it as haunted. Created by artist Bill Stoneham in 1972, the artwork depicts a young boy and a doll-like figure standing before a glass door, behind which disembodied hands press outward. The eerie composition already unsettles viewers, but the seller's claims intensified its reputation. According to the listing, people who viewed the painting experienced nausea, fear, or strange occurrences. Some even claimed the figures moved or changed positions. After the auction went viral, the painting became an internet sensation, sparking debates about psychological suggestion versus genuine paranormal activity. Today, it stands as a powerful example of how storytelling can transform art into an object of fear. The Delhi Purple Sapphire. Despite its name, it's actually an amethyst with a long history of alleged misfortune. It was brought to England from India during the 19th century and soon became associated with a string of bad luck. Owners reportedly suffered financial ruin, health issues, and personal tragedies. One notable owner, Edward Heron Allen, became so convinced of its curse that he sealed it in multiple boxes and included instructions that it should never be opened. Despite these warnings, the gemstone eventually resurfaced, continuing its reputation for bringing misfortune. Today, it is housed in the Natural History Museum in London, accompanied by documentation of its troubled past, serving as both a scientific specimen and a cautionary tale.